What the fuck? Guy with sword versus 50 cops.
The date is April 3rd, 1997, and in the city of Seattle, Washington, at around 11 a.m., 911 operators would receive a call that would change the course of history.
Hello, 911, what's your emergency?
There's a, black man. He's carrying something that looks like a samurai sword.
Whoa, pause. Wait, what the fuck?
Calm down, please don't racial profile. Does he appear to be dangerous?
He's just standing there, but everyone's freaking out.
What is your current location?
2nd and Pike.
What the fuck?
Okay, I want you to stay on the line. I'm going to alert law enforcement of the situation.
Just send help now, please.
Calm for me, okay?
Yes, I'm very calm.
This call triggered an 11-hour standoff, which would forever immortalize the name of the Seattle Street Samurai.
Holy shit, that motherfucker looks like straight out of a fucking movie, bro. Holy fuck.
The man refuses to surrender his weapon without a fight.
There's talks about this guy online, but they're from forever ago. So I just thought I'd make a contribution by putting this amazing story in a digestible video format. I was genuinely floored to see that nobody had made a video about this, because this is insane. With nothing but sunglasses and a
What
samurai
the
sword
fuck?
to his name.
Bro
This man
thinks he's
fought off
Blade.
an army of police
What the
officers for
fuck?
11 hours. He withstood everything from getting shot to receiving a bribe in the form of a
What
Big
the
Mac,
fuck?
and just stood there. His name is Tony Allison, but on this day he insisted that everybody, including the police, refer to him as Apollo, and it all started
What
with
the?
him
Wait, he actually thought he was
doing
Blade.
nothing. Yeah, it didn't actually start with that 911 call. That was fake. Surprise. It was
Yeah, no
actually
shit,
an
I knew that.
off-duty police officer, and he was alerted about a man in camo pants and a leather jacket that was quote-unquote disturbing. So this off-duty police officer.
So he was
decided
just
to
randomly
follow
just
him
walking
from
with his
Pike's
sword.
Post
He wasn't
Market
causing
to
any
the
problems.
corner of 2nd and Pike. Bro, you're off duty. Try hard much? Anyways, this is where you see him in the video. Now, Apollo was suspicious of this guy following him, and rightfully so. I would be as well. So he took what the cop describes as a defensive stance with his sword at the ready, which is understandable in a defense situation like this one. But sadly, that was enough for the off-duty cop to call his buddies, and they would remain in that same location for the next 11 hours. They closed all the stores,
11
evacuated
fucking
everybody,
hours.
shut down all the streets, caused traffic jams. And in case you guys are wondering whether he's actually dangerous with a sword, the news report made sure to seek out a trustworthy source.
The man confirms
That's gotta be fucking racist.
authorities' worst fears.
Yeah, he knows how to use the sword.
That's
When the cops
racist
got
as
there,
fuck.
Apparently, they tried to bribe the samurai sword out of his hand with a glorious sum of $50. I want you to take one look at this guy. and
Alright,
guess
what the
how he
fuck?
responded.
Defensive stance.
No, but actually, verbally, he didn't say anything for the entire
Yo, what the fuck did he just spit
11-hour
out?
standoff, except mentioning he had brothers in China and Russia, and correcting police officers when they wouldn't refer to him as Apollo. He also said that he was possessed by demons and wanted to kill them.
He talked.
Okay, bro is actually Blade. Bro is actually fucking Blade. We actually have a real life Blade.
About Satan. He talked about. his
That's
brothers
fucking
in Russia and
crazy.
China, but he never really engaged the negotiator.
But yeah, he just refused to drop the sword. I don't know, I couldn't
That's
imagine
insane.
why. However, the police did not give up here. Nah, they went back to the drawing board and came up with another offer. Now, I can't make this
It's your McDonald's Big Mac. You've got a taste.
They offered him a Big Mac. No, I'm serious. This is real. They
That's
offered
fucking
him
insane.
McDonald's. Targeted. Then they assumed since he was unmoved by this, he must have a mental health history. So they tried triggering schizophrenic urges. Of course, he was unmoved by these childish tricks and continued to stand his ground. So the police weren't sure what to do next. Since he wasn't attacking anybody, they had to get the sword out of his hand. They thought about throwing a net over him. They shot him with tranquilizer darts, which had no effect. They also shot him with those riot pellets, those little beanbags. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that scene in Jackass where they shot Johnny Knoxville with one of these things.
It's considered less lethal.
Holy
He was on the
shit.
ground panting for like 20 minutes. Look, he just shrugs it off. Anyways,
What the
two unfair
fuck?
shots later, he was still standing.
But he endures round after round and shows no sign of surrender.
So then they decided the
Dude, this
best
guy's a
route to
fucking
take
demon.
is to tear gas him,
The man shakes off the tear gas with almost superhuman strength.
spray him with a fire hose,
Hoping that he will lose
What
his
the
grip on the sword.
fuck?
When that doesn't work, they turn the water pressure up. Full blast.
and then pin him down with a ladder.
Those guys went down by the book
exactly what they were supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure this is the definition of by the book, actually. Now, when you look at this from the outside, who is in the wrong here?
Guns with special bean bags that strike with the same impact as a heavyweight boxer's punch.
Chemical agents, or tear gas, makes the suspect very uncomfortable. Burns his eyes, burns his skin, and it makes it difficult for him to breathe.
The jets of water pack the force of a hurricane wind. Then,
This
in a
dude's a
highly
national
orchestrated
superhero.
maneuver,
Holy fuck.
Police pin the suspect down with a ladder, pole, and riot shield.
By the book, exactly what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. You guys don't want to know my opinion. What do you guys think? Would you consider this excessive force? Let me know in the
That's
comments.
crazy. A
You might
whole
think this
fucking
man's
ladder.
had enough. But the tragedy of Tony Apollo Allison's story is not done. As it turns out, only a year prior to the sword incident, Tony Apollo Allison was released from Western State Hospital after finishing a 10-year sentence from a charge in which he pled not guilty due to insanity, a charge of second-degree assault with intent to. Before
What
this
the
incident, he
fuck?
was an alcoholic, wandering the streets with a sword on his back, and now he's a man with his name engraved in history. He was later sent back to Western State Hospital. However, his current whereabouts are unknown. Until now, in a twist of events, I think I might have just found him, or at least some potential evidence he's still
What
out
the
protecting
fuck?
the city. Back in 2021, a dad was with his son at Bitter Lake Playfield, and while passing by a homeless encampment, spotted this distinct shiny object
Okay.
sticking out of the debris. Now, the location of this park happens to be about 50 miles away from Western State Hospital, or a mere 8.2 miles away from where this whole thing began. Now, due to Apollo's story being very old and many news sources doing very minuscule amounts of deep diving and just very little information in general, I had to resort to these two blog posts excessively. This one's got a really neat website, so go check it out.
Got a lot of neat posts about like alien, CIA project, cover-up
Go
stuff.
check it out. Don't forget to subscribe.
That's fucking crazy, bro.